Jack of all trades, master of none. I've heard that saying my entire life, and I don't know if I've ever agreed with it. I think it's kind of an apology to not give yourself fully to something.
I think one of the biggest keys for me in everything that I've cultivated, be it when I was starting out or in the discipline of doing it on a regular basis, is pouring love into it. Like, at its simplest core, it's love.
Everything creative comes from within. It's a heart thing. An artist is a person who is so moved by what's taking place within him that he wants to share it with other people.
I'm creating stuff because I need to, and I'm sharing stuff because I want to, and I'm making it because I have to. Like, I've always made music because I loved making music, and my goal has always been to make the kind of music that I enjoy making, but at the end of the day, I'm doing it for the love.
That probably is the deepest passion of all. That I sing because I'd explode if I couldn't let it out.
I would say that I wear a lot of hats.
The hobbies have changed some throughout the years, but they've always been diverse.
I think having varied interest is at the essence of life. My life looks pretty colorful.
The reason I can step from hat to hat, from role to role, from place to place, and remain the same is that I am committed to wholeness in my life.
Whenever you do what you do, you need to take note, examine. Was that life back to you?
The pressure is off when I realize that my creativity is a gift and I get to steward it with whatever resources I have. I think the easiest thing to do is make excuses for what you don't have, when the reality is there's always going to be something you don't have. You have to work with what you do have, and that's what's going to define you as a craftsman.
Sometimes we think we got to do the big thing, but it's just the small things that you learn and you build and you learn and you build.
Embrace who you are and use what you have. I think you have to embrace who you are first. And if that's embracing who you are in process, that's where you start.
I think there are elements that are sometimes uncomfortable in stepping out, trying something new, doing something new. I have always felt more like myself after risking it. After taking the risk of learning something new, trying something new, being with new people, I've always felt more like myself.
I think having varied interest is at the essence of life, because I'm many things, and yet none of those things define me, and it makes me a more well-rounded person.
The idea of being a jack of all trades but a master of none, when I hear that phrase, I normally think of someone who just does a lot of stuff, who doesn't necessarily care about excellence. I am not a master of everything, but excellence is inspiring me to become better.
I think there's a danger in putting too much stock into what is made, when the reality is the most valuable thing being made is me. I mean, at the end of the day, like, job titles aside, I have job titles here, I have responsibilities here, I have responsibilities in the home, I'm a dad, I'm a pastor, I'm a counselor, I'm all these things. I mean, at the core of it though, I would say I'm an artisan, I'm an artist through and through, and so it affects the way I approach everything. I'm specialized in many things. I'm a generalist.